I felt a lot of resistance recording this video because today I'm going to talk about the insights and the lessons that I learned through going this latest period of my life, which is going crazy. And so if you want to hear about the lessons that I learned, that you can save a lot of time figuring it out and trying and failing, you can still and stay to watch this video. If you don't, just click off, because I respect your time as much as I do respect my time. Sorry, by the way, that I'm doing it through driving. It is because I drive like 2 hours every Friday to arrive to my spot, but it's not about this. So let's get in. Therapy have changed my life, flipped it upside down. My life wasn't like this when COVID hit 2020. I had a clinical depression. I went through a lot of negative emotions and feelings that could have really made a lot of harm to me, and it did. In fact, it did. But I knew how to navigate it and how to deal with it and overcame it. And I will share a lot about this also experience, but mostly about how shadow work also changed my life and why I actually turned from doing stuff differently than what I do today. So yeah. When I had the clinical depression, I asked for help. I sought help first, because this is the first thing that you have to do if you are going through tough times. If you don't have the resources, the money, then ask from your friends or your parents. Maybe they can lend you money. But if you couldn't, just work and save up and just invest in yourself, in your mental health. The point is, I went to a psychologist 3.5 years. 3.5 years of psychotherapy with psychologists that are very experienced, which was also very expensive, right? It was once a week on Thursdays. Why I'm telling you this? Because it didn't help me as much as I was expecting it to. But leave my expectation, right? Because I was not mature enough to know these things, right? It's raining, by the way. I don't know if you can hear me or hear the rain as well, or both of us. So let's continue. So if you are struggling with mental health, just do not go to a psychologist or take any drugs or take any pills. Don't do those things, because it would help you in the short term, temporarily, not permanently. And so I'm going to share what helped me permanently solve these problems that are tough, that are invisible, right? Such as like mastering our emotions. And you can't actually master your emotions, by the way. This is a illusion. It's not real, right? I know these things might sound like unconventional to you, but I went through it, and so this is my experience. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I know that it worked for me, so I'm sharing it with you. This is the honest truth. Shadow work and integration with trauma have changed my life. It's called trance. It's called like going to these deep mental states. Not the ones that you see Mind Valley talking about, and not the ones that BetterHelp talk about. These things are nice, but those work temporarily as well. No, I'm talking about hyperventilation. I'm talking about breathing intensely and unlocking those beliefs that in your head, or those thoughts
מצלמת מהירות לפניך.
which like can cause a lot of harm, and it did to me, but I did not allow it because I seek help. I put in my ego aside, all right? Because if you want to develop, you have to put your ego aside, else you're going to struggle for life forever, and it's not fun. Because I went through it and I know it's not fun to deal with these stuff. And so I encourage you to start to fix your breath, right? First thing first, fix your breath. Second thing, become aware of your thoughts. Become aware of those loops that are going to your mind and causing you to suffer internally. Because this reality is just a delusional. This is what you feel, what you see through your eyes. The five senses are not real, basically. Yeah, it's a metaphor. It's a placebo effect. So no pills, no drugs, nothing externally can really help you, because you have to fix it internally in order to manifest externally in the real world. This might be new thing that you hear for the first time, and this might be that you have heard this stuff before. But I'm here to remind you of this stuff, because if you would have understand these concepts, you would have been arrived to your goals, and you would be basically happy. You wouldn't be finding me in YouTube through this video. And so yeah, just be aware of the thoughts, be aware of the emotions, and don't fight them. Don't fight them. A lot of people on the internet tell you to fight, tell you that life is a war, like you have to be offensive and defensive. It's not true. You want first to accept reality as it is, because if you don't, you still going to want stuff, wants and needs, and when you want something you will not get it, simply for the fact that you want it. Because when you want something, you are telling the universe that you are not worthy of it and you are not worth it. But in fact, to get something, you need to give it to yourself first internally in order to manifest externally. Wow, the rain is going crazy. I don't know if you can hear me at all. I'm trying to raise my voice, okay? So give yourself time. Time is important, but don't fall for analysis paralysis, which means like you are overthinking stuff. Just for like, I felt a lot of resistance hitting record to this video, actually. And I could have just overthink more and more and more and haven't done anything with it, right? But this is not the right thing to do, because it will not expand you, it will not develop you, it will not put you in an uncomfortable position. And it is about putting yourself in an uncomfortable position, but not stupidly putting yourself in uncomfortable positions. And it's also not about thinking positive or negative. Thinking positive won't fix your life, because it's still thinking. It's not being and acting and having. which is the core to project to the universe that you are capable of those things, that your desired reality. You are worthy of them. Not only capable of the work, but you are worthy of it. You are worthy of those relationships that can literally change your life. Because environment is important, but not as much as I was about to do an accident because of a car that was literally dumbly. Goddamn, my mind is going off. Okay, but the point is, just seek help for your mental health. Because if you do not listen to your body and to your heart, trust me, you don't even have to trust me, just know that you are going to suffer forever. And when I talk to you to seek mental health, it's not about psychologists, it's not about psychiatrists, it's not about NLP, it's not about CBT, not those stuff. Those are temporary stuff, because it's not from the root. It's not the root of the problem. So you don't want to put bandages and take pills and medicines. No, you want to diagnose the thing that's causing the problem. And you can solve an effect by changing an effect. You have to change the cause. You have to work on the cause, which is the internal states, which is your thoughts, your emotions, your spirit. Yeah, I'm sending you this message and hope you find it well and hope it helps you, because I was looking for someone to tell me those stuff 3 and 4 years ago, but I haven't had those stuff. I just was going to escaping reality by playing video games and watching Netflix and scrolling TikTok and social media and YouTube. But those things cannot help you if you are not helping yourself, which is projecting to the universe that intention. I hope this message finds you well, and I hope to see you again here. And by the way, about my Insta account, I'm just working on it. I outsourced it to professional people and company to help me with this, and so it's a matter of time. My Insta will be back, hopefully. Pray for me, send me positive energy, because I'm sending your way positive energy and healing energy. Hope you have an amazing day or an amazing night. See you in the next video. Cheers.